Am I wrong for not returning a gift my brother-in-law bought for my daughter because my sister wants it for her child? Basically, what the title says, my 31 female daughter, Maddie, just turned 4. We had a family birthday party for her, including my mom, stepdad, sister Liv, her husband, Stephen, their 5-year-old Callie, and my brother Jay. We were all except Stephen staying at our place overnight, but Stephen had a family event the night before, so came the day of the party. He arrived, he brought Maddie's birthday present, which was one of those motorized ride-on cars. Liv didn't say anything, but she was quite clearly surprised, but I didn't take it too seriously because she did say she left Stefan in charge of the present since he has the more flexible schedule, so I assumed she just didn't know what he got. I also noticed Callie was upset and wanted to play with the car a lot. 2 days ago, I got a call from Liv asking me if I could return the car to them as Callie really wanted it. I thought this was way out of line to ask and said no. Liv is now saying I am the a-hole since I could easily afford to buy another one for Maddie, but she and Stefan can't. I could buy another one, but it was Maddie's gift. I think it's absurd she's asking for it back. My parents say since it's causing issues, I should just give it back or gift Callie one also, but I think this whole thing is just ridiculous. Am I the a-hole? Honestly, I do agree with OP because why would you give somebody something, whether she did it or her husband did it, at the end of the day, since they're a married couple, and this is her sister's child, they're giving that child the present as a unit. Why would she feel some type of way because apparently that's something that her own child wants? I never really understood people who give people something and then all of a sudden change their mind. Now they want the gift back. That's not a gift. You can't give somebody something and then say, oh, never mind, can I please have it back? Like, that's just a bit greedy and over the top. Commenter said, not the a-hole. Your sister is really rude. I think she's pissed her husband bought an expensive gift for your child and used her child as an excuse to get it back. Someone else replied and said, exactly. And while she has the right to be mad at her husband until she's blue in the face, it's not OP's problem at all. And if her parents are so insistent on keeping the peace, they're more than free to buy one. Some family members love to coddle the troublemaker at the expense of the wrong party. Am I wrong for telling my cousin the only reason she's made it this far is because everyone else has carried her? I, female 24, have a cousin, female 27, who is a single mom with a 3-year-old daughter. We both have fibromyalgia, except she gets disability for it and has never worked a day in her life. I have not tried to apply for disability, as I want to work until I can't. She won't even work an office desk job and plays up her disability to anyone who will listen. She also has government housing and discounted utility bills. She uses WIC and ABT. I have seen her do very physical tasks, so I know if she wanted to, she could. I was talking to her the other day about how I couldn't help her with the light bill this time because I was running dry on my own money, and she got upset saying, I don't understand how you work so much but never have any money. I'm able to afford rent and food and I have a child, but you don't even have a child. So where is your money going? I think you just are overspending. If I'm able to make it work, you should be too. So I blew up on her and told her the only reason you're able to make it work is because everyone carries your ass. You're on government assistance for everything. You are capable of working but won't. And you have me and other people in the family pay for the bills you can't afford. How many times have I paid for your phone bill, your electric, how about water, or putting gas in your car? You do practically nothing to improve your life. You're just a B-word about money until someone gives it in and gives it to you. She got angry and said she was just trying to help because clearly I'm not managing my money right, or I'd have enough money. And I said, you're only concerned about me having enough so I can support your lazy A. And she told me to leave. Everyone else said I was being too harsh, but I think it was justified because how is she going to criticize me about my money when she doesn't even do anything for her own money? One of my favorite moments about these Reddit stories is like when somebody actually stands up for themselves and they're not shy to say what needs to be said, because OP's cousin, yeah, I'm not giving no grown adult who doesn't want to work money. And then like that audacity, it's not even like, okay, if she doesn't want to work, that's her personal business. But this person, your cousin, is helping you. OP is helping her from time to time, whatever with whatever she can. A grown adult who doesn't want to work, yeah, she has the audacity to criticize her own cousin who's literally helping her. Like, where do you get the audacity from? Am I wrong for calling my stepmother delusional and telling her she wasn't so special after all? The background could go on forever, but the simplified version is my mom and dad had me 16 mil, and when I was 6, my mom was expecting another baby, my little brother. She was 7 months into her pregnancy when she started to feel sick and went to the hospital. Some tests were carried out, and it turned out my dad had been cheating on her, and he passed along some STDs to her during her pregnancy. I remember my mom losing her ish on dad when she got home, and I remember how devastated and scared she was. My brother was stillborn not long after, and my mom never left the hospital. She bled really badly after the delivery. My mom kicked dad out the day she found out. My dad's family, his parents, 3 siblings, and 2 sister-in-laws, were disgusted with him. When I was 10, my dad met and married his now wife, Kate. From the time I met Kate, she had this attitude of, I don't know why everyone is mad at your dad. He treats me well and shows me so much respect. She told me I should forgive my dad and not carry a grudge for my mom. She also told me she would get his family to stop treating him like a criminal. She never let the thing go. Over and over, she told me to let it go. We clashed over that so often. And my dad's family told her to go F herself with that attitude. She was like, your dad has grown. He treats me like I deserve to be treated. He learned his lesson. He's a good man with me. He has someone he loves now, and he wants to have a happy marriage with. This was an ongoing thing. 3 years ago, I realized my dad was cheating on Kate. He was saying he was working through COVID, but I didn't buy that, and neither did my family. Hen and Kate have 3 kids together, my half-siblings. I know, but I don't care about them or see them as my family. Kate found out about the cheating 2 months ago. She fell apart. Then last month, she found out we all knew suspected he was cheating. For a while, she was trying to confide in me, and I would just walk away from her or do something else and wouldn't listen. Then on Thanksgiving, we were all together with my family, dad's family, and she broke down even harder because nobody comforted her or stood up for her. That night, she told me she thought I cared about and loved her and would be there and support her through this because she's family. She's my stepmom. She's the mom of my siblings. I called her delusional and told her if she ever felt like I cared is because it was what she wanted to think and not because I gave a ish about her. I told her she now knew what my mom went through, only less severely, and that I guess she wasn't as special as she thought she was since he cheated on her too. She started yelling and called me a monster and told me I won't ever see her kids again if I don't be nicer. I shrugged at her yelling because it won't upset me at all. She said I should have more loyalty to her, and I had to hold myself back because I really wanted to call her delusional again. Am I the a-hole? Absolutely not. Okay, so one thing that has always pissed me off is women who get with men who they know have terrible pasts with treating women horribly, and for some odd reasons, maybe call it delusional, maybe call it crazy, whatever you want to call it, they think that they're going to be different, that they're going to be treated different because they're them. But the thing about this type of issues is men who cheat on previous women, men who beat on previous women, men who abuse previous women, they're going to do that with every single body because it's just in their nature. A cheater is always a cheater. An abuser is always an abuser. You're not going to be any different for him. You might be for a couple of, until the max jobs, but you're always going to get the same result. You're going to get the same result every and each time. So I'm glad he told her that. For someone who's so young, he knows what he's saying. But he's standing on business. I would have told her that, and I would have told her how does it feel, just to make her go over the edge.